Remember, we have used the class-based component, and in the documentation of ReactJS, it is given that class-based components are very useful. So I'm going to get back the class-based component to show you the lifecycle hooks of every component. So I'm going to comment this functional component and uncomment this class-based component like here. And here we are having the constructor with some state, and then we have a state for the title in a div, and we are getting hello React 2. And because I have Tailwind CSS, I will quickly style these things. And I have given some section here with the flex and justify center, a div with a width of 1/2 and padding of padding y of 4 for this div. This means everything is at the center. Next, I'm going to create a simple button, and to create a button, I'm going to create a div first. Inside div, I can create a button, and I can say toggle image, and I can give some class to this one, and also padding of 1, bg blue 700 and text of white. Let's see. Okay, so this is good, but text, okay, so text text white, and that's good. Next, to toggle the image, we need an image. So I have an image tag, and like this, and I can grab the image from Upsplash, and I want to grab any horizontal image like this cycle, the bicycle, and that's good. So I'm going to open this in new tab, copy these URL or giving it here as a source, and let's see what's the result. Okay, so these images are having, like here, it's going on the right. So I can move this image out of the div, and let's see now. It is still out from the button. Actually, the problem is I have zoomed too much, and if I zoom out like this, you can see images at the center. I need to move these two also at the center. So I can move this title and the text, the button, into simple div and give text of center. I will save this, and yeah, both are at the center. And finally, one more thing, this button giving a padding y of margin y of 2. So now we have a simple margin. What we need to do, we need to toggle the image. So when I click on the button, I need to remove this image from the DOM, and when again I click on the image, I should show the image. This means I need some state. So I can create a state called is open or is showing, which is initially false. Because this state is initially false, I can check that thing, and I can use this curly braces to start my JavaScript world, and I can say if this dot state dot is showing, and then ternary operator and question mark. That means if it is showing, then show the image, otherwise show nothing. So because initially it is false, so we are having null here, and this means we don't have the image here. Next, I'm going to click on this toggle image, but how I can click? So if you go to the documentation, once again we have a handling event, because click is a event. So I can go here at the bottom, and somewhere I can find the list of all the events I can have here, which is not given here. Arrow function, public class, ES6 class, synthetic events. See here, this one, synthetic events, and in this event we have all the system, all the collection of events, and we are talking about the mouse event. And here is the mouse event. In this mouse event we have on click, and and the important thing is C is capital. Okay, so let's go here and create a event. So I will say on click, and what I need to do on the on click, I need to change the value of this dot state showing. So I think this should be like this. It should be true, isn't it? Very easy thing. Let's try this. Where is that? Here we have. Let's open the console, and now first we are getting error. It says on click listener to be a function. We got boolean. So this says it should be a function. So let's give an arrow function, anonymous function, and then I can say this dot state dot showing is equal to true, isn't it? Let's try this, and the error is gone. That's nice. Let's click on this toggle image. Even it's not working. Why? Remember, I told you this is a state, not a simple variable, and states in React are immutable. So I can write here immutable. States are immutable. That means you cannot directly change them. You cannot directly change any value. What you need to do to update the changes, the state. Once again, documentation is our help, and go to the state and life cycle. Whenever you try to update any state value, then you need to use, let's go here somewhere, we have this. Yeah, here we have this dot set state. Set state is a function which is going to take some value which you want to update. So see, what we want to update, is showing. So I can remove these things and I can say this dot set state, and what we want to update is showing, which should be true, and this is an object. Why this is an object? Because see, our state is full of object. There are two objects, title, and there are two elements in object, title and is showing. But I said I need to update only one, which is showing, then it is true. Okay, so now let's go here, refresh this page, which is already updated actually, and now if I click on this, it is now true. That's amazing. But I need the toggle functionality. So on one click it will be showing, then on other click it will just hide it. That's very easy, because now I need to say not of this dot state dot is showing. So see what we are doing, we are saying change the value of is showing to whatever value we have currently, just invert it or change the value. So now since we have a false in is showing, if I click it become true, if I again click it become false. So this is how we have simple toggling effect, very easy toggle effect. That's how we can use the on click method. But you can see as we grow and we are doing lots of things, and it is not clean and it is not clear what we are doing here. So instead we can move this thing into its own function, and we can create a function here. But let's do this in the next episode.